Welcome. I am N.S. Lavanya, Assistant Professor, Department of English, KCS Kasinadar College of Arts and Science. In this video, I am going to teach you Unit 2, Listening and Speaking, taken from Communicative English syllabus prescribed by University of Madras for the 2020-21 batch. The topics covered under Listening and Speaking are listening with a purpose, effective listening, tonal variation, listening for information, asking for information, and introduction about giving information. Let's look at this one by one. Listening with a purpose. Your way of listening varies according to the purpose for which you listen. Look at the purpose for listening and the way of listening. Here. Listen with a purpose. First one is listening for enjoyment. You maintain eye contact, show you understand, react to what is being said. Listening to learn something new. Think about what you already knew to understand the speaker's point of view and share your ideas. Listen carefully. Observe to find an opportunity to share your ideas. To solve a problem, listen closely and identify goals and problems. Build on those ideas. To follow directions, listen for words such as first, second, finally, then you take notes. According to Wilkinson's concept, oracy in educational theory is the fluent, confident, and correct use of the standard spoken form of one's native language. It also established a standard where students' abilities are developed within an integrated program of speaking and listening, reading and writing. You must develop oracy, the language you want to learn. Effective listening. Make a conscious effort to tune in to the speaker. Focus on the content. Look for familiar words. Identify the chunks of words that give the core meaning of the utterances. In this way, you can become an effective listener. There are 4 strands of oracy: physical, which meant voice and body language; linguistic, vocabulary, right language use; cognitive, content, reasoning and structure; social and emotional, audience awareness, confidence in speaking, listening and responding, working with others. These are the strands you want to improve when you want to develop your language skills. Let's look at the diagram of oracy. Tonal variation. Speech without tonal variation is incomplete and monotonous. So improve your ability to recognize tonal variation. It is associated with the pitch variation of the voice. When you need to improve the language skills, tonal variation is very important. A tone is a certain pattern in the pitch of a person's voice which is meaningful in any discourse. It reflects the moods and attitudes of the speaker: confident, hesitating, agreeing, disagreeing, referring, proclaiming, etc. This helps the listener in deducing the speaker's intended meaning. Hence, tone is important in speech. First one is falling tone, which indicates definiteness and completeness. To convey information in a matter of fact: I live in Tamil Nadu. He is 20 years old. When WH questions asked in a casual, neutral way: where do you live? When did you come? These are the things where you have to use the falling tone. Next, it is used in commands. Close your books and listen. Take it away. In exclamatory sentences, How nice of you. What a pity. In tag questions, when the speaker expects the listener to agree with him. It is good, isn't it? They are pretty, aren't they? These are the examples of falling tone. Rising tone is used in general questions. Have you read the novel? Would you please pass the salt? WH questions when asked with involvement and interest. When did you arrive? What did you say? Yes or no and questions seeking information with polite difference. Did you like the gift? Why didn't you join us at lunch? These are the sentences where you can use the rising tone. Falling rising tone. Doubt or uncertainty. You are uncertain what the answer might be. They are polite inquiries. Have we nearly finished? Did you know she was there? Implied meaning in a statement. Well, I remember her face, but not her name. In these sentences, you can use falling and rising tone. Next step is listening for information. Look at the following conversation between Sneha and Rajan. Hi, just came to give you the cake I made. Wow, looks yummy. Thank you. What's the hurry? Are you going somewhere? Yeah, I'm planning to go to the college readers club. Oh, I didn't know about it. Where is it? It's on the trunk road near the Hill Station Mall. There is so much reading and fun there. Is the club open on all days? No, only on weekends from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. I hope you understood the meaning that we have to listen for information. If you want to ask information, you can use the following sentences. Could you tell me how to get to the bus station? Do you know that old man? Do you know how much is this car cost? Do you happen to know where to buy an umbrella? Can you tell me what the time is? I would like to know your name. I would like to know what you think about this idea. I wonder if you could tell me why the meeting was cancelled. Do you have any idea how to use this machine? Could you find out where she lives? I am looking for a book about gardening. You can also use these sentences to ask for information. Next, we will see giving information. Listen to the sentences given here. You can start with one of the following phrases. If it is formal, it would be happy to answer that. It would be a pleasure to help you. If it is informal, you can use sure, no problem, let me see. If you have no information to help with, you can indicate your inability by using one of the phrases given below. If it is formal, I'm afraid I don't have the answer for that. I would like to help you. Unfortunately, I don't know about it. If it is informal, sorry, I can't help you out. Sorry, but I don't know that. Thanks for watching. We meet again in the next video.